Okay, you made it. Welcome. It's Maundy Thursday. I remember the first time that I heard the name of this evening on the Christian calendar, Maundy Thursday. I thought it was some kind of weird color or brand or something like that. But actually, when you read the scriptures, it refers to the evening that Jesus spent with his disciples before going to the cross. And that night, he gave them a new commandment, a new mandate, that they love one another. And that's where that word Maundy comes from. But there's also an even richer and older tradition that comes through this night. And that's the tradition of the Passover. I mean, you may not realize it, but the very fact that you are sitting with hopefully a handful of other believers is putting you in participation with the longest continually celebrated festival in the history of the world, the Passover. Now, the Passover celebration began after God delivered the people of Israel from Egypt and from slavery. He delivered them by the blood of the lamb, the Passover lamb, and they spread that blood over the doorpost. And so actually the Jewish tradition of observing Passover, the Seder dinner, it became based upon Exodus chapter 6, where God promises to the people what he's going to do. He says, I am the Lord. I will bring you out from under the burdens of the Egyptians. That was part one, deliverance. And I will deliver you from slavery to them. Part 2 was freedom. And I will redeem you with an outstretched arm. Part 3, that was redemption. With great acts of judgment, I will take you to be my people, and I will be your God. It's part 4, consummation. And the Jews, over the years, developed a tradition that throughout the Passover dinner, they would drink 4 cups of wine. 1 for deliverance, 2 for freedom, 3 for redemption, and the 4th for consummation. And so when Jesus gathered with his disciples in the upper room, we read the text and we see that it's actually the 3rd cup, the cup of redemption, the cup that was associated with the coming of the Messiah by the early Jews, that Jesus takes and drinks. He says, this is my blood poured out for you. And he breaks the bread. He says, this is my body broken for you. And then he says, in Mark and Matthew specifically, he will not taste the fruit of that vine again. He refuses to take the 4th cup, the consummation, until it is fulfilled in the kingdom of God, after the ordeal has passed, after he has risen from the dead, after the new life and the new creation that will be available through this incredible act of the cross, the resurrection, has come to pass. And so tonight, for you guys, you have the opportunity to join in that long tradition of Passover and then the Maundy Thursday taking of the bread and the wine to remember that cup of redemption, that body broken for redemption.